It was very exciting. I remember um, being mentioned in Alex's interview with Rolling Stone, and he had this quote about how he said I was really fucking special in Rolling Stone, which was like the coolest thing ever. And it just like it it was so Alex, you know. It was he's building me up, and in one of the biggest publications ever. And um, I remember that being such a surreal moment, like looking on my phone and reading this article with my name in it. And I remember being incredibly overwhelmed by this press that we're getting. I'd never worked with a label like that before. Obviously, there's a lot of people interested in what this album was going to sound like. I remember being incredibly nervous because, you know, anytime you're releasing music with somebody at that caliber, it draws a lot of attention, and a lot of these people are huge fans of Rush, and what we're creating is very different, you know. And so I was very nervous on one level to just see what the reaction would be, if people liked it, if people would hate it. And I was a little scared. I remember being scared, but overwhelmingly the reaction was very positive. You know, there's definitely people who didn't like it, but there's always haters no matter what you do and what you're creating. But it's been incredibly positive, and the feedback we've received has been so good, and we've had so much fun with it. And overall it was just really exciting and fun.
So there were three singles released. So we have Liar, Look Inside, and then the double single Enemy / You'll Be Sorry. Um, I have a question here. So Arthur Elias asks, with each person of the band collaborating in tandem as the song is composed and recorded, how does your amazing producer Alf manage all the different pieces to put them together and create something incredibly spectacular? So a shout out to Alf. What does Alf bring to the table in the studio? He's the, like, long before Envy of None, he's like one of Canada's most successful recording engineers. He's worked with a who's who of artists, not just Canadian
Mm-hmm.
artists, but global artists that have sold millions and millions of albums.
Alf is incredible. Not only is he just the glue that makes it all work and puts everything together, he's incredibly talented as a musician and a songwriter as well. A lot of the instruments that you hear in these songs are his, and the guitars as well. Um, and that's something that I know Alex has talked a lot about appreciating about Alf, because he'll do these really great guitar parts, and then Alex can really focus on textures and layers in addition to these other things that are already there. But Alf is a huge part of this project, and a very, very important part of this project. And he takes all of these layers and manages them. He's had to manage all of the different sample rates that we're all recording at, especially for the first record. I was recording at 96, Andy's recording at 44.1, Alex is recording at 48. He's having to take all of these, make it all work. He's having to adjust any issues that come with that. It's just a total, you know, mess of pieces that he's having to put together. Um, and he's made it all work and made it sound amazing. And yeah, Alf, I can't say enough good things about him. He's amazing, and he's a sweetheart.
Such a sweetheart. What's funny is, you know, Rush's fans are some of the most diehard fans of all time. Like they're so diehard. And, you know, any criticism you heard about the album wasn't that, oh, the songs weren't good or anything like that. It's like, where are the guitars, you know, solos or that kind of stuff, right? They're expecting like vintage Alex Lifeson guitar solos, or I don't know what it is. But what's funny is you heard a little bit of that criticism at the start, and then Guitar Player names it number 8 on the best guitar albums of
Yeah.
2022. And it's like, what if there's no guitars on there? How is it one of the best? So when, you know, I listen with great headphones over and over again to the album, and being able to talk to Alf about what's going on and all that, there is so much guitar. It's just layered,
It
and
is.
it's adding texture, and it's things in reverse. And you have an actual Alex Lifeson guitar solo on one of the songs as well. So it's like,
Mhm.
there's so much guitar, but it's used as almost like something in the studio, like an extra, I don't know how to explain it. It's like people use a keyboard for extra feeling
Right.
or
There's
sounds or
textures and
vibes. Yeah.
layers. It's really incredible because there are so many guitar layers in those songs that don't sound like guitars. they sound like synths and keys and strings, and you have no idea what you're listening to, but it's weird and different, and it's a guitar. And what he's able to do is just incredible. I don't know how he does it, but it's amazing. And there really are so many guitars in that album, but you just would never know it. And I think it's just so cool.